He puts them in their dreams, and their dreams are certain aspects of
You have
them.
to learn the characters just even with them.
There's just emotional, actual depth to the characters.
Yeah.
And it's like,
when you learn
this
about Tandra, bro, that was like, damn.
And it's like something
He really that nigga,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro, even when
it's relatable. You're like,
He
it's
just
so
always
easy
trying
to
help.
relate to. Yeah.
It's all like when they made like his dream, like someone even they
When he went to
he even knew that he was trying to kill him.
Like
he goes, "You even gonna bring? You brought me here. You knew my attention the whole time." Niggas just there like.
The dude started playing. He's like, I can't even kill this dude.
Like, he's like, bro, yeah,
you're like super nice. Or like,
he's like, bro, he's just like, that's just
you.
That's just me. What I do.
Yeah.
Like, I help people.
Yeah.
I think Tanjiro might be the purest anime character.
oh no, I agree.
I think that just pure about helping people, or just not even helping people. I just think he's the purest anime character.
No, I fully agree. I fully get what you mean,
Mm-hmm.
and like 100% agree.
No other ulterior motives. Like think about when we found Mans. Just a simple.
Well, he don't
boy
even.
take care
If
of
you,
Okay.
if you really
Okay,
think about
fair
it, you
enough.
don't even really think about the fact that like his parents, like with Aaron, he saw his mom get eaten, and
We're not
he
even
was on
gonna. We're not even.
vengeance.
The fact that we're even bringing up Aaron after being
Tanjiro
is
Tanjiro-
crazy.
Tanjiro.
The fact that you even said it. I have to point this out. The fact that you even thought to try to compare the two of them is crazy to me, bro. That is insanity.
No way.
I mean, Aaron did see his mom get eaten, so it's a little bit different. But what I was gonna mention is. What I was going to mention is more. It's more so the fact like they both lost very important people, and like with Tanjiro, like if you really think about it, like he doesn't really like harken back or had like that kind of like I guess darkness or like kind of vengeance kind of moment to him.
Oh no, he's definitely vengeful, bro. He told
he is vengeful because he ends up becoming the Demon Slayer to like fix it.
No, I mean, he found the nigga that did it, and he's like, I'm gonna hunt you down till I fucking find you. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to kill you. He said it.
You are right about that, but I guess mainly what I'm trying to say is like he's still like a very nice. He's still like a very nice person
too. So let's keep that in mind.
He's still like a very
because that
Oh no, I agree with you guys. I do agree with you guys. I wasn't going to because he's still a killer. Right? So I said, okay, if you're a killer, you can't be the purest character of all time. I would have to give it to someone like Midoriya. But I would have to, right? But when you brought up
put Midoriya like maybe third,
okay,
or second,
fine,
continue.
But when you brought up him prior to becoming a Demon Slayer, that is when I said.
That's what I'm saying.
That is when I said, okay,
like fuck all,
great
like
point.
No offense, but like fuck all that shit about like everything that happened. That's just part of the character's story. Yeah. I'm saying like think about where you first found Tanjiro. Tanjiro was just living a happy life.
That nigga was helping everyone in the village.
He a stand-up guy. Everybody in the village know Tanjiro.
He's stand-up guy.
He's helping everybody.
Yeah, that's why Tanjiro wasn't even at home when all that happened.
Even when they heard shit going down, they was like, damn, Tanjiro, I feel bad for that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not like in Naruto where they like, damn, his dad tried saving us, but
fuck that nigga. He got a demon in him.
He got a demon in him. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like I'm just showing like I'm just showing like the parallels of that's why I say no matter what, like, and I get what you're saying because not killing people, but even to the fact of him killing people,
He be feeling bad for the demons.
He feels bad for the demons because he wants to say in some of his heart he wants to like save them, like
he's empathetic,
empathetic to their death, right? But even that aside, like we'll go back. The only reason I guarantee you, just hypothesizing here, I guarantee you too, if Nezuko just died, he would have just been like, "Oh, woe was me." I would have like eventually overcame shit and then started helping the village because his goal is to, as you saw in Mugen Train, is just to help people, man. Yeah. So he is the purest anime character by far. Like it's not even. I don't even give a fuck that he killed niggas. I know that's what you're saying.
Yeah, no, but he's killing demons. Yeah. And right now we can't turn him back.
But it's to save his sister. He's still helping someone.
It's to save his sister, and
a little selfish because he wants his sister, but still.
But even with
but he's not even selfish about it.
But even with Mugen Train, I just remember
the kid demon. He didn't want to kill the kid demons.
Mm-hmm. The scene where the train conductor stabbed him, and then Inosuke was like, "Yo, like fuck him." I don't know if he said like kill him or whatever, but this man Tanjiro said like, I can't die because then that train conductor will become a murderer. Bro,
crazy.
That's crazy. Bro.
That's crazy to say.
That's insane.
Your life on the line. You still
you're thinking about someone else being labeled.
Damn, bro. I'm gonna let myself live just so you're not a murderer, because I don't want you to be. You don't want to be a killer. Crazy.
Is there any anime character on the verge of death thinking about the reason why he has to do it is to make the outlook of someone else look better? No. Yeah. The purpose is I
have to reach these goals. I was gonna do this. I was gonna do that.
No, like he is really selfless intention. So I mean, purest, hands down.
But you don't think Midoriya is a good? Wait, you said Midoriya would be your third. So who's second?
I'd probably put him maybe third, but I feel like he's also kind of tied with the second. Actually,
who do you have?
Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Maybe.
Which disclaimer? I'm saying that because I am farther than you guys in the manga.
From what I've seen, I can see where they're going to take the story, right? From season 1. I would have to see more on that. So, I don't have enough to combat that as, anime has. We have hey, attention, y'all. We have a manga reader in the building.
The ultimate weeb.
He reads every manga, so he's farther than us. But we are talking about anime strictly for,
Yeah, I'm not going to do y'all dirty.
For our anime heads. But back to it.
But even with some of the things from, season 1, where, like first thing I could think of is when, Sukuna's fighting Megumi, and Sukuna is like, yeah, like he ripped her heart out, and he was like, I can stay here, but Yuji was just scared of death, and he's not going to switch back, and he ends up switching back, and he knows that he's finna die and all that, and also like him being very hesitant, like with the whole Mahito thing in season 1, and like not wanting to kill the transfigured humans, even though they're not humans. He was still struggling. He
wanted to figure out a way to save them.
I'll tell you why I have to put Midoriya ahead of him. Easy. Because purity isn't necessarily just being a good guy or not wanting to kill or things like that. Purity comes from. It goes back to what you said about for me, it was the moment you talked about Tanjiro before he became a demon slayer. Mm-hmm. When I look at Yuji before his grandfather died, he was kind of a punk.
Yeah.
How so? I guess a punk.
I mean, he stole the finger and then he ate it.
I wouldn't say he stole the finger. It wasn't really.
He stole the finger. They wanted it.
But he didn't steal the finger. His classmates, the 2 other people in the club, they took the finger. And he only ended up eating it, so then he'd be able to save other people.
But to Denzel's point, where he says he's a punk, which I kind of agree because this is punk activity. It was some fucking shenanigans. They should never have been over there. You know what I'm saying? They went on regular school and shit.
Yeah, they were doing shit they weren't supposed to. He was tagging along.
He wasn't even there though when it happened. He's in the club, but he wasn't there.
But you give me the.
He ends up getting the finger. He knows they want it, and instead of giving it. He swallows it. Correct.
But the only reason why he swallowed it was because he was like, oh, if I swallow it, then I have curse energy and I can save Megumi and my friends. That's the only reason why he swallowed it. So it's not like he did it for his own benefit. He did it so he can possibly save the people that were there.
That's the only reason why he did it?
Yeah. He don't know. He doesn't know anything about like the curses and all that. That's the main reason why he did it.
Blissfulness and just ignorance doesn't make you pure. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but if you do something like that, and I guess in a way sacrifice yourself.
No,
do something.
No, because what he's saying is, if I do this, then I get this power that can make me do X, Y, and Z, right? As opposed to Tanjiro, who is thrust, and maybe it's just scenario that is making me say Tanjiro. No. Hold on. Maybe it's just scenario that's making me say Tanjiro is clearly better than him, and even Midoriya, right? Okay, so Tanjiro has a family. His family gets murdered, right? And then he goes, okay, well, I need to become a demon slayer so that I can cure my sister because the nigga who let my sister live told me I have to become a demon slayer because if I don't, niggas are going to come and try to kill my sister again. And I have to be able to be like, hey, don't kill my sister, right? Mm-hmm. That's really why his whole why everything starts for him. Hold on. Hold on. I just said hold on. I know. That's why I just said hold on. Okay? Then Midoriya number 2. Midoriya lives in a world where everybody, around 80% of the people around him have superpowers. This nigga has no superpowers. Mm-hmm. He's a fan of the biggest superhero of all time, just like everybody else.
Still
right?
Want to go save niggas.
Exactly. As a fan of everybody else, as a fan of the number one hero, just like everybody else, he gets to meet that nigga. He asks that nigga, hey, can I be a superhero? Virtually, he asked that nigga, like, about trying to get his powers or whatever.
Yeah. All Might tells him like, nah.
Yeah, bro, All Might tells him you can't be a hero, nigga. You ain't got it.
Yeah.
You ain't got the juice, nigga.
You ain't got the juice.
You ain't got the juice. Now, hold up. Even after hearing that from his idol, the nigga that shits on him all day, every day at school is getting attacked. The nigga with the coolest powers. Nigga, you save yourself. Nigga, you got powers.
He got the coolest powers.
He got the coolest powers. Everyone knows him for having the coolest quirk. That nigga's in trouble. That nigga runs in to save him. Powerless. He doesn't need a finger. He doesn't ask. He doesn't go to another superhero and say, hey, can you save my friend? He runs in to try to save him. That's purity. That's putting your life on the line with no expectation. That's not saying, hey, well, if you give me these powers, then I'll go save him. Mm-hmm. He's saying, fuck it. I'm going to risk my life for this nigga who doesn't even like me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's pure.
The only thing I'll say is, like, with the additional Bakugo, not information, but with the level with Bakugo that you're mentioning, I feel like it does kind of give an edge to it. But if you really think about it, before all the events when Yuji ends up eating the finger, he went to the school and still tried to save them. Even though Megumi was like, yo, like don't come. And like in the anime at least, like you see the curse aura and like Yuji like kind of had to think about it and like debate. But he still acted just like
Midori? Deku?
I didn't know what to call him. Just like Deku did, acting on like his own like I guess morals and just kind of doing it. Yuji did kind of do that as well if you think about it.
You're not wrong.
He still went in there and fought. Like the only thing where I would kind of give the slight edge to Midoriya when comparing those two is the fact that the person he's saving is legit the person that I'm pretty sure definitely in the first episode, like Bakugo was like, yo, like, why don't you like basically go can I say
wipe my ass, bro? He said wipe my ass, nigga.
Basically, no, he legit told him like, yo, jump off like
go die.
The roof
go kill yourself.
And go
he said go kill yourself.
And he still ended up doing it.
And on top of that, let's not forget that, his mom was like, yeah, nigga, you're not gonna be a hero. I'm sorry. He's hearing it from everybody else. He didn't care about hearing it from anybody.
Yeah.
He meets All Might and that nigga says, nah, nigga, you ain't got the juice. and he still
ain't got the juice, like nigga.
He still went in and said, "I ain't got the juice," but what do they always say in the show? He talks about it every time. He's like, "This is like the first time I did this. I didn't think. I just acted. I just moved to save. He can't help it. He can't help it. He just wants to save people. Yeah, exactly. That's the difference. There's no. Should I do this? Should I not do this? It's no. I have to save somebody. I'm not even gonna think about what it's an impulse. It's an impulse. That's purity, bro.
So at least with that part, I would also say like Yuji is like that. The example that I'm thinking of, I'm not going to mention because later on.
No, because the difference is Yuji already has powers.
But Yuji has that. But Yuji still has that kind of same mindset.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but after you have powers, it's a little bit different, right? After you know you can't really die.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
I mean, you're thinking these are different universes, right? Like he knows at any given moment that Sukuna, the king of curses, isn't gonna let his vessel die.
Right.
He did let the vessel die though.
But Sukuna let him die because Sukuna still knew that he could bring him back.
Facts.
I mean, that's not the reason. He did bring him back. That's not the reason why, but he did bring him back.
Yeah, Cully, I know that's not the reason why he did it, right? Because I know he has some type of secret entrance in Megami that we're not going to divulge into.
Definitely.
But I'm saying is that although that he had that interest, regardless of that, even if he didn't have the interest, he could bring the nigga back. Because he's the king of curses. So it doesn't matter if he is interested in it or not. He knows to that point, Itadori knows that by him dying, because you gotta think about it, in the show, he knows that the only reason why he agreed to doing everything is because he has no other choice. They're gonna kill him regardless. He's in once they get all the fingers, they're killing him. That's the end of it. He knows that Gojo's gonna try not to kill him. But we know that at this moment right now that he is going to die regardless. So they're 2 and 4 for the point about being pure. Hold on, let me finish. To the point about them being pure, it doesn't matter because he knows regardless if he puts his life on the line, he died at the end anyway. So I might as well put my life on the line.
So basically, like I said, it goes back to a lot of circumstance of the stories, right?
Right. Yeah.
What's his name again?
Yuji.
Yuji's put in a lot
Itadori,
of Itadori is giving a lot of ultimatums. He's put in ultimatum situations where it's kind of, as a viewer, you're like, yeah, this is really your only option if you want to keep living, right? Whereas Midoriya is not put in any of those ultimatums.
He's just risking his own life.
He's just risking his own life to do it. He doesn't have to do any of these things. No one is expecting the kid who has no powers to run in and save him. There's heroes all around.
But technically, Yuji doesn't have to go out and fight curses either.
Hold up.
Let me talk. Okay, think about the second episode. Gojo is talking to him, and they're about to go to the crematorium, I think.
Okay.
To burn his grandfather, whatever, get the ashes. Him and Gojo talk outside, and Yuji asks him like Gojo kind of, I guess, explains curses, and Yuji asks him like how bad is it? And basically Gojo's like, yeah, like, you're going to see some messed up stuff. And then later on, when Yuji does the test with the principal, Yuji gives his reasons to the principal, and the principal's like, nah, like, I'm not accepting you still. But even during that, and what makes him get accepted is Yuji's like, yo, like, technically I could, like, just stay in the room and just chill, and y'all get the fingers, and I eat them. But just knowing the fact that, like, I'm not doing anything to, like, help, or, like, just knowing that, like, people are in trouble, and dying because of, like, some of the stuff I did and just the curses out there, he's like, I can't live with that. Even Yuji's whole, like, basically, I guess, like, purpose in a way.
Color, we know that. We get that. But I'm saying that he still lives, like, there's still an ultimatum, right? Like, it's like, okay, like, you could just sit in here, but why? But why wouldn't I?
No teenager wants to do that.
But he's still being proactive.
Yeah,
because he wants to have like whoever to have like a proper death. Mm-hmm. And I feel like just the fact that you have that mindset and like are trying to go out your way so people have like a proper death, as he says.
Yeah.
And like
so
whatever,
Cully,
like I feel like that kind of adds on to it.
100%. So Cully, here we're talking about purest anime characters, though, right? So all of these guys are going to have
some sense of being.
They're going to be all empathetic and understanding. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to rate the top 3, and and if
he has an ultimatum.
Nah, I know
so I know. So like, but they're all going to be pure, right? They're all going to be pure to an extent, right? But who's the purest? Like who
we know Tanjiro for sure,
right? And then, but like who, like without a doubt, is number 2? In my opinion, Midoriya is clearly over Yuji, based on
what we said.
The early stages of their stories.
Yep.
Simple. That alone. If anything, I think when you get later on into My Hero, then you could bring up some points to me that would convince, like I can think of some in my head that would convince me that okay, maybe Yuji is above based off what I know about him so far. But based on how their stories start, this nigga, literally everyone around him has powers. He doesn't. What in
anime too?
Anime, right? In what world are you the one to charge in there to try to save a nigga who told you to kill yourself?
No, I get it.
You know, you're they tell you're an ordinary nigga. Stand back, nigga.
You're a lame. You're less than ordinary.
No.
Nigga. You
because I am here,
dude. He's literally less than ordinary.
Exactly.
He's not average. He's below average.
He's a wimp, bro.
Yeah, he's below average. He has no powers. 80% of the people have powers. That means you are below average, bro. Don't go in there.
I was gonna just say 2 quick things. One thing was about Deku, and like I guess my first example that I like originally thought of is I guess kind of bumping up his like purity, kind of like that argument.
Okay.
Wasn't even like how it was in the beginning. It's the fact that like I was gonna ask how far y'all got into it, but even in season 6, like how the war ends, like with everything that Shigaraki did, like Deku still is like I saw inside of you or whatever, and he was
not denying that, right?
Like Deku wants to save like Shigaraki.
Evilest nigga out.
Like that was the first point, at least with Deku, that I was gonna think of. I feel like it doesn't really help my argument.
No, not at all.
No,
not in the slightest.
You just moved. You literally just moved that number 2.
But what I was gonna say for Yuji, I feel like for me and like being up to date with the manga and kind of like seeing how things play out and like kind of knowing how Yuji's mindset is and like knowing a couple more things, I feel like that kind of would show a lot more and add more to my argument, but I'm not gonna add to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
I think
so. For the sake of like, this
is all because of anime.
I'll go. I think we can all agree 1 and 2 at least, Tanjiro and Midoriya.
Yeah.
Deep down, I still choose like Yuji a little bit more edge, but
fair enough.
But you know, just where your bias comes in, Cully, and you know, we always got to keep in mind that we're going based off of where the animation is at and where it's currently at.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So I'm saying, so where the animation stories are currently at right now, I think just by virtue of what we know and what our listeners know as well too, is that where the story is, what you're looking at, it's purest is Midoriya.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Pure over Itadori.
I think of some examples of like how the story is like way further in JJK, but I'm not bringing that up. I'm just saying.
We got a manga reader here, guys. Alert, manga reader. They're gonna cook me anyway because I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah.
But I get exactly what you're saying, girl. That's why I just wanted to set the preference, though. I appreciate it, and I'm excited for when we get more of the animation of Itadori's character, because we can maybe touch back on this and maybe we'll change where our current standing.
Facts. I might change my mind.
Yeah.
Read
exactly.
JJK. Yeah. Just telling y'all.
But no,
you're gonna make us. You trying to make us read everything.
Yeah, deadass. She wants us to read and watch all that shit. Anyways, I think this.
Y'all ended up being my hero.
Yeah, I was gonna, wrap us up and just say, y'all, we gave these niggas a 2-for-1 special.
Yeah, did us.
Yeah, he's got a 2-for-1.
That was pretty.
Yeah, 2-for-1.
Now,
special.
listen, I think maybe we should get into.
Yeah, let me.
Some of them good bad niggas next, huh? Next week.
Yeah, 100%.
Next week, let's get into them niggas they think is good, but they really not good because they not good because they bad, but they good in the bad way.
I'm bad. I'm bad. Is this live?